Anish, congratulations. You have just beaten World Champion Magnus Carlsen. Before we talk about the game, how are you feeling right now after that win?
Yeah, no, it was clearly going to happen sooner or later because I am playing very badly against him lately, and every time he ups the level of risk, and it was clear to me that, okay, I kept losing to him, but I thought, there might be light at the end of the tunnel because he is back to taking enormous risks against me, just like back when I was a little baby boy. And today I managed to play a good game.
Yesterday we talked about, what kind of game can we expect today. You said it depends on how combative we both are. When Magnus played this Queen's Indian with Bishop A6, what went through your mind?
Yeah, he was very combative. I have prepared this line. Actually, I prepared it for a must-draw situation. But it was for my second GM norm in 2009. So what happened in that game, I think my opponent played Bishop A6, I went Queen C2, and he played Bishop before 2008 actually, growing in 2008. And he played Bishop before check and he offered me a draw because he clinched the first place and I clinched my second GM norm. So I looked at this ED endgame back then. But, I realized that 2009, the engines were so bad and how could they assess this position? And I was thinking during the game, oh no, but apparently he didn't look at it either. He kind of bluffed there. I was hoping he would. That's why I played this Queen C2 thing. I know, he's a little bit on the bluffy side. So I was kind of thinking, okay, maybe he expects Queen A4 because it's a very drawish line. It's something I would normally do. But what about Queen F5? Let's see if he remembers that one. And then, he pulled this one out. I actually was wondering during the game about Bishop takes C3 instead of knight, the whole knight before operation. Because the night before, I thought I was very happy with my position. I thought, his rook is stuck in the corner. And worst case, I lose my d-pawn. But like it happened in the game, I lost my d-pawn and I'm winning. So I have bishop pair. I was much more concerned about bishop c3, bc. And then we discussed the same thing. He expected me to go f6, bishop d2, rook e8, and knight h4. That's also what I was, or f6, knight h4, rook e8, bishop d2. That's also what I was planning. And then I'm trying to keep his rook on h8 stuck. But there is potential for him. Let's say if he trades in light square bishops, comes out, I have a very ugly dark square bishop. So I was kind of concerned about the long-term potential, and I was hoping that I've done nothing wrong in the opening, so I should still be good. But I was a bit concerned. And as the way the game went, I was happy, and I think he missed this very strong idea of before bishop d5. I was also not expecting that. I was kind of I was happy that I'm kind of safe in some bishop c8 type of moves. But then I suddenly noticed this before, and okay, I had to double, triple check, but it looked good. Then actually later was a big moment when I messed everything up with this bishop takes c5 move, because I'm completely winning in multiple ways, and then he should have taken on c3 and knight f5. I think it was still very far from easy, and I was very annoyed at that point. But he gave me the a pawn, and then it's easy.
It was a messy game indeed, some back and forth. When did you feel was the moment in the game when you knew it was in the bag and the position was winning?
When he resigned. I mean, I never knew. He was also making slightly weird faces after maybe I blundered something again. I don't know. No, I mean, I honestly, actually, I thought it was in the bag first time after he allowed me BC, because I thought it was absolutely dead lost. And then I blundered 96. And then the second time I thought after a5, bishop a5, rook c8. I mean, I thought, okay, it's very convertible, even for me. But still possible. Like I was almost blundered at one point. I thought he has no moves. I almost played king g2. And then there's 93 check cheapo. So there was but then when I saw that, I was like, that's that blunder that I should avoid. So that was good.
You're saying, you were double, triple checking. We saw you very focused at the board. We are all aware of the Magnus effect. Did you feel that extra pressure that you really did not want to let this one go?
Not so much. I was sort of just thinking that the odds of me messing this one up are higher than usual. That made me feel relieved because I didn't put much pressure on myself. I thought okay, very likely I'll mess this one up somehow. I don't really see how, but maybe it will happen. I didn't feel the usual Magnus effect because I felt like he was missing stuff. And he was making moves that I thought were weaker than the moves I expected. And that gave me confidence.
It was I lost my train of thought. It was not just a huge win against Magnus, but also given the tournament situation, you were both entered, of course it's early doors, but you were both in the joint lead. How important is this victory, and how How highly does it rank in your biggest wins?
Yeah, these are two different questions. I think in terms of tournament standing, it's absolutely relevant at this point. But of course, it's good. But in terms of like, I think it's a sort of a historic moment. I've beaten him once, but everybody knows it was a little bit lame. He blundered something. And I was so small. It was a different person back then. Really, and it's always a kind of a weird story because I always tell my story. So I beat him at 16, and I've never beaten him ever since. And that's always a weird. Like, and I was thinking like, I have to beat him at some point, right? We're not gonna wait till like we're both 50 and we play this match like Tim and Karpov are playing, So I thought like, okay. So I'm really happy that I won because now, it was a fair and square.
Would you go as far as to say it's the biggest win of your career?
I mean, one off, definitely. I think one of them for sure. Because that one was kind of bigger in terms of impact, but again, like he blundered. So, and here I felt it was a more of a full-fledged game from start to finish. And also I was in hindsight, like I did brilliant choices in the opening, which was quite nuts to do. But I think just before the game, I made up my mind on how I'm going to approach the game, and it could have backfired, but it worked out well today, so that's fine.
What was that? How did you plan
to
approach?
It's a secret.
Tomorrow is a rest day. Will there be any small celebrations, or you remain focused on the tournament at hand?
No, there's no. I mean, it's not you don't celebrate. You're just very, very glad. Every day I play these players here. They're all so much. So well prepared, even all of them, the youngsters and the oldsters, they're like, all the opening specialists are here, and there's no time to rest. You have to brush up on your opening files. And I play Prague, I think, after that. Prague's been showing great prep against me and in general, so I will really need to up my game and get ready.
That game against Prague will take place at the Wijk Stadium in Amsterdam. Do you enjoy those Tata Steel on Tour rounds?
I think it seems it's a very good thing in terms of publicity of the tournament, and overall, it's a beautiful thing. As a player, like I cannot say I enjoy the fact that I have to get out of my routine, but it's the same for everyone. So, but I think overall, from an organizational perspective, it's been a great idea. I think actually Norway also does it, right? And I used to, at least. Yeah, Norway used to do it. I don't remember which tournament came up with it first, but whoever did it is a very creative concept to mess with the player schedule to this extent is. No, but in general, yeah, of course, it's a very original concept, and it's working out great. Like the amount of press and attention for this, and also we are not playing, in somebody's kitchen. We're playing the Wijk Stadium. It's beautiful.
Well, we look forward to seeing you there. Anish, congratulations one more time. Enjoy your rest day.